Okay, so this will be the team COP. Okay, so for today, I think we're covering the session for the topic. All right, so whoever wants to go first, just go first, right? Nobody? Or you guys want me to kick off first? Okay,
go.
Yeah. So my plan is actually going to be dodgeball. So I'll be only working on one technique, which is the overhand throw. So for the first one, you guys will be actually performing the technique, okay, without a ball. Okay, so that will be actually 1A, no object manipulation. Okay, then followed by 1B, which is object manipulation, which you guys will actually practice with the ball, but you guys are not going to be throwing it. All right. So third one, you guys will be throwing against the wall, which will be progressing towards 2B, right? Followed by 2C, which is actually throwing against a target, which is I'll be setting up the flat poles. Okay. So yeah, other than that, I'm not too sure if it will be wrong in any sense. So if you guys are open for it to give some inputs, so maybe I can just do some adjustments. No?
Next, done.
Okay. So yeah, who's going next?
Okay,
Ro can go. Yeah.
Okay. So for my session plan, I did made some changes from last week's one. So this week, I made changes to my last activity. So instead of doing like the side step, I link it to like a passing type of game. So my participants actually learn more about this term called roll. What is it called? Roll over. Roll ball. Okay, but this but I incorporated passing also lah in that activity, so it makes more sense because my goal is for my participants to learn the basic pass in touch rugby. Okay. Other than that, I made what else? Like some things that I need to change is actually my assessment part. So I have to make more like specific goals, like what I want, what do I expect from my participants. So example like my participant did like 10 solid basic pass, so I should put that as my like assessment and so on. Then other than that, I think like my drills, I do have the gentle taxonomy, but I still haven't like I still haven't go through the tables yet. And yeah, I think that's about it for my session plan. And my coaching session today, like I did coach Isis and Gavin for today, and I think it went well. I guess the timing was good enough. Just that I need to give more feedback to them. Yeah, that's all. Like specific feedbacks. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, I think I'll go next. So for my drill today, right? It was I wouldn't say it was really like full dress like done properly because it was kind of rushed. Wasn't really that accurate representation of what I'm gonna do in the real exam, because the drill yes, but the way I coach no, because it was very rushed yeah, and there was a lot of distraction and everything, but it's fine. And what I'm going to improve on myself, my coaching is Ro has feedback to me that she needs more specific feedback, because I've seen her, she was struggling with the ball, she couldn't get the passing right and everything. And also I think that my participants were also not very experienced in football, so I have changed the third drill, the tic-tac-toe. Instead of you guys have to hit 3 cones, right, which was, I think it took a little bit too long. Now I just want you guys to like hit in between the cones. So instead of passing 3 times, you guys only need to pass 2 times, but accurately. So that gives me a better gauge on your accuracy. Yeah. And it's also easier like to see how it goes into the gap between the cones instead of just hitting the cones. Also, in my lesson plan, the introduction part, I need to add safe the rules and expectations. And I want to add that we need to show sportsmanship, and also what's the other one? There's another one. Play fairly lah, sportsmanship and fair play. Yeah, because football is, after all, is all about that. And also Marcus starting to shout loser. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah. So I think that's about it for my session plan. I think I'm pretty ready to go for the exam. Actually, yeah, that's all. Yeah. Besides time management, I need to maybe I wear a watch so that I can counter that. Yeah, that's all.
Next. All right, who's going next? And by the way, bro, why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Got trashed by Marcus.
Oops. Okay, who's going next?
I can go
You
next.
wanna go first? Okay.
Sorry, I know that's a tragedy.
Yeah, I'll go first. So I think today overall my session with you guys quite manageable. The timing was still okay, but I think can be improved on, because my last activity actually had like kind of like one more progression. But actually instead of today, so I did the progression of like increasing the distance. Maybe I could have change the progression to make it harder when you guys are moving simultaneously. But that one I had to see whether time permits. But I'll probably try to get you guys to do it instead of like increasing the distance, because it's much better progression, I feel. And then really trains you guys on your passing.
Okay.
Then for my lesson plan, I don't think I have much to change. Just maybe my tasks I have to like add on whether on my progression and regression, also that the coaches that read my lesson plan be able to understand how they can move on or move back from the certain drills that I'm wanting my students to do. And then maybe I can just add some pictures of it so that it'll be helpful for the coaches also. Then that's all from me.
Yeah, maybe next lesson, right? Actually, like what me and Bohino was doing earlier on, we kind of just take a few pictures of what we feel that can be needed to put inside the session plan. Then the rest will be just fill it in with our drawn diagram, and then everything's okay with.
And
okay, so yeah, who's going next?
I think I like is Gavin done?
Yeah, he's done.
Wait, so before I start talking about myself, just to add on to Gavin, right? So something I noticed, right, is this has sort of been like a reoccurring thing for your coaching, which is just your voice projection in general. Yeah. So I think it's just something that you should take note of, especially for the exam itself. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, quite soft. Yeah. Okay, good advice.
So for okay. So for mine, I didn't really coach today, but from my session plan, some things that Valencia pointed out where I can improve is, firstly, is to include like ground rules, and this because like then it will help me to sort of bring the aspect of the effective domain to my participants. All right, and then something else is that I need to revise my drills and how it links to each of the genital taxonomy in terms of giving it the appropriate like I guess grading coding, so 1A or 2D or whatever. Yeah. And lastly is I need to come up with appropriate assessments for each of my drills. Yeah. That's the main things that we discussed about my plan. So
Bro, go next, bro.
wasn't Ro like the
Didn't
first
Ro
person
do
to go?
it? Yeah.
Eh, yeah lah. Yeah.
I see, sir.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, other than voice projection and stuff, I think voice projection is like the ultimate thing that Rohino and Gavin have to work on too. Because ultimately Dr. Cora and Mr. Harry wouldn't be standing so close to us on the actual assessment. So try lah, you just try. While wearing a mask and be tiring.
Kabir, you might want to check with Dr. Cora on your Gentiles taxonomy.
Yeah, just so that's
so you don't
correct.
get marked down for it. Yeah, and it's optional, so it's
If you're right,
I think
at least right,
next
correct.
Optional.
in
But
case anything
she advises what? She put inside the.
Yeah, she advises to
group chat.
write, but then don't write and then don't chat with her because later if you get wrong, then sekali you
Yeah.
get marked down.
Yeah lor.
then how?
We're still marking the lesson plan also, cannot forget. Okay.
Alright.
So any other thing to add on, guys?
Actually, we have
But
counted.
already.
That wraps up the team COP. So we got only one more week to kind of just fine tune everything. So we just wish everybody your best luck.
Mm.
If not, that's all
Okay.
for this. Okay.
Thumbnail.
David, do your job.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail.